Getty, National Security and Defense Council of Ukraine. Critics warned the decision of giving Ukraine lethal defensive weapons would escalate into a war on Twitter. Ukraine's President Petro Poroshenko shared words of gratitude to the U.S. for providing his country with an anti-tank system. Mr. Poroshenko said, "Finally this day has come. I am grateful for the firm decision that Ukraine should be armed." The president also made a comment on his Facebook page and said the weapon is very effective, and that would be used in case of a Russian offensive on Ukrainian forces' positions. Critics warned the decision of giving Ukraine lethal defensive weapons would only enrage Russia and escalate into a full-blown conflict. However, the Atlantic Council sided with Trump's decision and insisted arming Ukraine is the most effective way to force President Vladimir Putin to negotiate. Ukraine has been locked in conflict with Russia since 2014, when pro-Russian President Viktor Yanukovych was overthrown and Russia annexed Ukraine's Crimean Peninsula. In Ukraine's eastern Donbas region, which is on the border with Russia, there are still frequent clashes between Ukrainian troops and the separatists. Since 2014, at least 10,000 people have died as a result of the Ukrainian crisis. The Obama administration had refused to sell offensive weapons to the Ukrainians, in order to avoid escalating the conflict with Russia. However, President Donald Trump changed course. The United States Department of State officially approved providing Ukraine with Javelins on March 1. The defense aid package envisaged a shipment of 210 Javelin missiles and 37 launch units, 2 of which would be spares, with a total value of $47 million (£35 million) for Ukraine. The weapons were provided at no cost and paid for from the U.S. federal budget. According to recent reports, the United States intends to continue providing Ukraine with both lethal and non-lethal military hardware in the fiscal year 2019. Ian Brzezinski, senior fellow at the Atlantic Council's Scowcroft Center on International Security, said, "This delivery of Javelins is an operationally and geopolitically significant demonstration of U.S. determination to support Ukraine, an action long overdue following Russia's 2014 invasion." Getty. Since 2014, at least 10,000 people have died as a result of the Ukrainian crisis. Getty reports released in May suggested Ukraine stopped cooperating with Special Counsel Robert Mueller. Reports released in early May suggested Ukraine stopped cooperating with Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation after it secured the lethal weapons from the Trump administration. The Mueller investigation is looking into whether the Trump campaign collaborated with Russia to influence the outcome of the 2016 presidential election, and it has been highly criticized by President Trump. On Wednesday, it emerged that Ukraine paid Michael Cohen, Trump's personal lawyer, $400,000 (£299,000) to facilitate talks between President Trump and President Poroshenko.